Hello, and welcome to Wood Paneling Podcast. This week, we're discussing 4 different types of wood paneling, from mahogany all the way to pine. Ian?
Well, if I've got to look back and really examine my favourite types of wood paneling, it's got to be top of the shelf mahogany every day of the week. And I know we've had one too many arguments about the old mahogany paneling, but my God, does my shed look fantastic.
Well, that was far less than the 4 we originally started off for, but we said all we can.
Don't you dare. Don't you dare. Don't you
Good
dare.
evening, Vietnam!
This is why the podcast is just never going to take off, because you just keep stopping it. Like, and it's just going to be a weird cut It
has to be unique, right? I want starts and stops every 5 to 10 seconds.
Don't you dare! Don't you dare! That would just it makes the editing process a lot more difficult. I've still not done the last one, to be fair.
Still not last
I fucking forgot to, like.
Guys, we're needing a real subscriber drive here to motivate our boy McLean to get these videos edited. Let's give him 5 subscribes. Smash that motherfucking like. It's your boy CJ here. Am I doing it?
I'm looking for one view this week.
No, but for real though, vote for your favourite type of wood paneling. And I'll kill myself if it's not the same as mine.
I do want to bring back the old not panel, what's the old word I'm looking for? Survey? The old voting polls, that's the word, polls. I want to be basing our podcast purely off viewer polls where no one entered anything.
Yeah, sorry, I was getting...
You just lost your eyes.
It was a staring contest to that fucking... Yeah, I think it should be a poll, and it should be about polls.
About polls?
Yeah.
What sort of polls are your favourite?
What sort of polls are your favourite? Is it...
The poll?
I don't know enough about
flag polls. I like flag polls.
Oh, okay, nice. Like that.
Different
okay,
sort
yeah,
of
flag polls.
Polish people.
Ski polls, exactly.
Yeah.
Right. Ski polls.
Ski polls, yeah, ski polls.
Fireman polls.
Fireman
stripper polls.
Oh, stripper polls.
Bat pole.
Good show. Bat pole. The bat pole.
The bat pole.
Leading down to the bat submarine, of course.
Or the cave.
The bat dinosaurs.
Yeah, the massive bat dinosaur.
The bat Don Simon. Oh, this show is now sponsored by Don Simon. By Don Simon. It's juice.
Hold on a minute, to be fair, because we need to mention both of our corporate sponsors.
You dare stop this again.
They actually demanded to be mentioned in the same breath. The Zusi Boys Chat Along Marathon.
Chat Along Marathon.
Sponsored by Don Simone and weed.
The 2 things to get you through not any day.
Remember, Don Simone is a company that endorses a range of illegal activities in your local area. You want to shoot up a park? Shoot up some heroin. Call Don Simone. He'll get you that gat. He'll get you the pack. He's Don Simone.
And lots of juice as well.
And some juice if you're thirsty.
I've got to wet my whistle for shooting.
Don Simone. He's got like a gat and a big thing. He's just like, thanks, Don Simone. It's this guy in a big cat.
It's the guy with a minigun standing next to a park, like. Too far.
No, it was great. I just did a really big toot. Couldn't react from it because the toot was rather big.
Of course. That is one of the main problems with this podcast, is that a lot of time is spent smoking.
A lot of time spent smoking. A lot of time spent smoking. A lot of time spent joking. Not enough time spent
rhyming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you want to make this
4 hours of rhyming?
Yes. But for real, like we do it like a Dr. Seuss book, like everything. You know what? No, I hate that. I'm not even going to do that as a
Take
joke.
us ages.
Oh no, it wouldn't. They just said we couldn't. We can rhyme all the time.
If there's not a dime in my rhyme.
Take a line, it'll turn out fine.
Hey, Don Simon.
Well, it has to be 2. That's actually Don Simon, because it has to be 2 lines.
Tail line, you'll be on time in the big lime.
Don't just say, right. So think about just like something to say. So like let's say right, you're trying to like say that we can rhyme, right? Just be like, so think of like something to say like, oh hey, I can rhyme loads of words, or oh I can say things in a lyrical manner, but just somehow rhyme it.
So I'm a lyrical, spiritual individual.
Sumalama dumalama, you assuming I'm a human.
Sumalama
Sumalama dumalama, you assuming. Look, that's an Eminem bar. Sumalama dumalama. Sumalama dumalama. People say he's got the best bars.
It's not
I'm getting you up Sumalama dumalama as the fucking
must
bars.
say something else, and it sounds like
Sumalama dumalama, you assuming I'm a human. What I gotta do to get it?
Why is it
I'm superhuman.
It should be Sumadama Luma Lama I'm a Llama. No.
Yeah,
What does
you're
he
right.
say?
It should be that. Never mind, your one's better.
Yeah, no, my one's a whole lot better.
Sumalama dumalama, you assuming I'm a human.
You assuming I'm a human, I'm a human.
Yeah, basically.
That's my
It's
problem
basically
with
the part.
rhyming. I just cannot rhyme to save my
you
life.
Yeah, to be fair. Yeah, no, I think you've done freestyles once or twice when we've been doing it. You've fired in a few bars.
That's not going to become a section of the podcast.
Of the wiki freestyles. Okay, but if I do solo freestyles, then you know how it's going to go.
Fire.
Obviously, but it's going to be really intense. Really political, varying from extreme to extreme like a fucking roller coaster.
Disclosing a lot of personal information.
It's going to be disclosing. It's going to be...
illegal.
Denerving. It's going to be disconcerting. I'm going to leave you hurting.
Oh.
It's Campbell Burton. You see this? If it's a solo thing, this will be the angle. So it's just like bars.
The microphone gets totally blown out. Like,
yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
I don't want it to be...
levels are all over the place.
When you listen to Campbell, it's a commitment. You're not having a good time. You're listening to Campbell. That's the producer tag. You're not having a good time. You're listening to Campbell.
And then it just comes in with like, what? Hit me with your best shot.
Hit me with your rhythm stick. Hit me slowly. Hit me quick. That's it.
Right.
That one's called "Hit Me with Your Rhythm Stick" by Jimmy Savile.
Hoi, body. Hoi. What?
That's it. That song's by.
What?
Hit me with your rhythm stick.
That's
Hit
not.
me slow.
It's Gary Glitter. If it's any pedo.
No, I swear it's Jimmy Savile.
I know it's a pedo.
Hit me with your rhythm stick. Yeah, that's Jimmy Savile.
It's definitely one of the pedos that wrote it, but it's Glitter. I'd say it's Glitter over Savile. Who's your favourite pedo?
I like that, Abe. I feel like I'm normally the one doing that. You know what I mean? Really pushing the boat out.
When we're interviewing like William Shatner or like Leonardo DiCaprio.
Who's your favourite dog? I think we should lead into it though. You know, if it's like some celebrity, something like. So obviously, your breakup last summer was quite public, and you've addressed a lot of the themes of coming back stronger, coming back more yourself in your latest album. Of all of the ones in federal prison, at least in the last 10 years, who's your favourite mass nonce?
So, the Unabomber, any opinions? It's not Savile. I know it's not Savile.
No, apparently it isn't. I thought...
Who is it?
It's Ian Dury, but I thought...
Basically, Gary Glitter, am I right, ladies and gentlemen?
Why did I think Jimmy Savile wrote that?
Jimmy Savile didn't make songs, he made Jim Will Fix It.
No,
TV.
No, I know, but I'm like...
Look up Jimmy Savile discography.
Oh, it's because he used to present Top of the Pops.
Savile?
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
I'll have seen him on something that had to do with...
Yeah. Fucking hell, how'd they let him on Top of the Pops?
Why'd they let him in the children's hospital?
That's fucking true.
Top of the Pops is the least of our worries. At least there's cameras. Children's hospital.
To be fair, Top of the Pops is one of the only places you wanted them. Like.
Literally. No kids at Top of the Pops. Adults only venue. Must have hated it.
Fucking raging.
Bored out his mind. Okay.
I think we should stop talking about nonsense. I think we should move on from this.
The thing is, right, it's basically, I think what we're needing is like a hard
Stop,
reset.
pause, no.
It's just like a hard...
Jimmy Savile, who's your... Yeah, nah, another reset. My favourite.
Your friend.
It did sound a bit odd. Okay.
Repeat.
So, computer science.
Dude,
Oh wait, it's still
go
recording.
fuck. Okay, you know what? This one
It's
survives.
going back on. Like,
Alright.
you fucked it.
Mine did not mention about the no nonsense.
Oh wait, it's recording.
I know.
You fucking bastard. Alright, welcome into the settle down, get ready to snuggle up next to your teddy bear. It's Campbell's News. And that's everything from Campbell's News. Oh.
This is my bit, let me go.
And that's everything from Campbell's News.
Ian, you get
That
to,
was it.
you get to do your bit in a wee bit, but can I just do my
Well,
research? I've been working on this for a really long time. It's important to me to get to perform it. I've just got the thought. You can do your bit in a, yeah. Alright folks, I hope you've enjoyed the show. We're going to pass you back now to our host, Ian McLean. Thanks Ian, thanks everybody at Campbell News for making the first episode a success. Ian? Come on man, I gave you a fucking sick intro, where's the energy? Oh, you've ruined tonight for me. That was the best performance I've ever got. I can't believe you never support me.
So, bloody gas prices these days, am I right? Like, bloody hell, man.
Yeah. What about the airline food?
Bloody, don't give me, boy. So I was travelling to subsection 5, paragraph 2, the Scotland Airplane Food Act.
You can't, Ian, he'll sue you.
Nah, no, let me.
Lammy stream.
Big lamsters. A man with all the lamb.
I want dead air as well. That last section I really was proud of. No, I want dead air.
You want the dead
I want dead air to be an important part of our thing. That'll be our USP.
It's gonna look really silly when I cut out all the dead air.
The dead air is vital. The dead air is like... The dead air is where it's... All this is garbage, Ian. The dead air is the... Cut around the dead air. Literally, cut out the rest of it. The dead air.
Just us moving from like one scene to another, just silence.
Literally like a minute of just silence. That'd be great. I would watch the shit out of that.
To be fair,
we would send that to David Lynch and he would direct our second season.
He would get a monkey in, put his face on it.
Have us make a bizarre speech filled with idioms whilst also changing position in the room, and it's black and white. And I would love it. It'd be my favourite project ever.
I mean, millions of dollars.
See that?
Millions.
See that right there? That bit where I'm just like staring into the camera, just dead air for like a minute. In a million years from now, they're going to be like, you know that director who's so good that we've got this massive golden statue of him that we all live in that travels through space. A million years later, remember that guy? And they'd be like, yeah. They go, this is the first video where he used his patented dead air technique to silence us all. Is absolutely loving him.
Cannot wait for your movie feature, hour and a half of just staring.
Ian, if you think you can't wait for that, wait until you can't wait until I'm like Marvel movies, where like 7 out of the top box office 10 movies every year are Campbell or Campbell likes. Where yeah, it's an hour and a half of just silence.
Your proteges are enthralled.
Everywhere. This next generation of filmmakers, they're all Campbellists. You get that.
I'm actually a Campbell purist.
You won't hear any dialogue these days in the movies. No, it's Campbellists,
What's the most complex dialogue? No dialogue. Exactly.
Ian gets it.
Fill it in with your own mind, losers. Are you not creative enough to enjoy yourself?
Ian, you really get it, because being abusive to the audience is a massive part of what Campbellism is about. Like, I actually advocate in the theory book, My Little Campbell and I.
My Little Campbell, yeah, very
I
famous.
advocate for having director Q&As but just being incredibly aggressive, belittling,
Insufferable.
horrible. Exactly. Somebody would be like, "Oh, I love the work." Literally, the question could be, "I just wanted to say I love your work. You know, thanks so much for coming and answering questions." And he'd be like, "Oh yeah, I love your imminent cancer diagnosis."
Jesus.
Yeah. He's not trying to be like Simon Cowell. You're not supposed to be like Simon Cowell, where it's like, "Oh, ha ha ha," he's roasting them.
No, it's
It's meant
just
to be like, "Fucking hell, mate."
cut straight to the
Like,
butter.
steady on. You know, that should be the best response you could possibly get. Steady on there, mate. Calm down.
on.
Steady on there,
Steady
bro.
on.
Steady on there.
I'd love that. As one guy says
Steady
steady on, the rest of the audience just start clapping.
One gets up, hey, steady on there.
Steady on there.
I'd be like,
Yes.
I'd be like, your steady descent into mental illness would please me far more. It's only comments like that. It's only things that like you couldn't possibly like. You couldn't possibly find funny. Like that nobody would be like, "Oh, what a funny guy," you know. Abusive. It's a negative relationship.
You know those thoughts that keep you up at night?
Say them to him. You say them to him. You bring everyone else down. Campbellism is a uniquely negative film philosophy.
It's nagging.
It's negative in the way that it uses sound and that it doesn't. It's negative.
Or screaming.
Yep, exactly. Negative sounds or no sounds, so it's both negative. Two no's, they make a right.
Two no's.
Also, the nose.
Steady on there, steady on there, Buster.
Steadying on, that's the third chapter.
It's already been a big section about nonsense, and now you're saying two no's make a right. Oh, how was it supposed to? No. I will laugh quite a lot to see us jumping around constantly from all the cuts.
Sorry, could you give us a minute, Raj? Just in a private.
Oh, not changing the angle as well.
Wait, Ian, get further into the left corner.
This could be new USP right now.
Hello.
Oh shit.
Alright, that's fine. Hello, I'm the angel on your right shoulder.
And I'm disabled. Oh no, you need to cut that. I'm gonna lose my job, like. That's me fired now.
Hello, I'm the angel on your right shoulder.
I'm not.
This is the devil on your left shoulder.
Not.
We're here to give you some life advice.
No.
Write in. We'll be sitting here waiting for your mail. P.O. Box, Campbell's house.
The garage.
Yeah, the garage, sorry, actually,
The
yeah, sorry. 'Cause
garage.
Otherwise the postman won't know to come
Yeah.
here. Knock 3 times and say, Big CJ's Janty Podcast special fan mail delivery. If you don't do it in the right tone, you won't get in, so you need to communicate that to the postman. Anyway, we'll be waiting here for your mail to give you good and bad advice.
I want to make it very clear to my mum who's watching this right now, I am not smoking marijuana.
You know what?
Don't.
You know what? You know what? I want to make I'll tell you something, right? That's why I'll never be around your house again in a hurry. But yeah, really let rip there. Sorry,
that
audience.
That was just hilarious. That's probably the funniest thing you've ever said in your life.
I mean, it's about your mother. I didn't expect you to be.
I mean, but it was.
Yeah, it was a good part of it.
I mean, it was.
Okay, fair enough.
It was up there.
I respect that. A good roast is a good roast.
I mean,
you know?
it was.
Even if it's me roasting your mother, you're like, Campbell, that's some funny shit.
She'll get it.
She'll get it. Anybody can get it. Oh, you meant now? I think you meant get it.
No.
Like, anybody can get it, Campbell. Anyone can be roasted in these streets.
Oh, right.
Anyone can get it. But she would also get it.
No, the fuck.
Sorry, folks. You're going to have to go and...
Right,
Alright, guys. We're going to try to stabilise things here.
Oh, people like that. That's what everyone was asking.
Hi, everybody. We're here today to have a little podcast with you. That's close, Ian. That's you on thin ice.
That was a call.
And we're thin ice. And we're, Nice, that's it. Yeah. Hi, everybody.
Hi.
We hope you're having a nice time.
Hi. We're not.
There's not going to be any cuts, though, so don't worry. We're being cognizant now. We're being responsible, socially responsible podcasters. And there's not going to be cuts. You can rely on us.
No cuts.
We're the best in the game. If we couldn't do a podcast with no cuts, we wouldn't be the Alfred Hitchcock of podcasts, which we very much are.
Revolution. Better. Easily.
Already.
Easily.
With the, with like the, how long was the first one?
Like 10
with
seconds.
With like the 20 minutes or so of footage we have now.
It was actually 25 minutes.
With the 35 or so minutes of footage we have now.
To be fair, adding up all these cuts.
Well, no, that's what I mean. It's about 35.
It could be more than that. It could be about 45 by now. Like, it's hard to add. We have cut quite a lot.
Okay, Ian, I'll be honest.
Don't cut again.
I'm not. I've promised now. But I'm gonna have to tell you on camera now. All this talk about how we don't know how many cuts there are and it's really hard to add up and shit, it's really undermining my Hitchcock argument. Because I know I have no idea how to cut or what a cut is. I'm trying to convince these fucking clowns I'm better than Hitchcock. How are they going to fund my Patreon if they don't think I'm an artist?
Idiots.
Ian, these goddamn Mongols. If they need to believe me. Anyway, you're back with the modern Paul Thomas Anderson.
Yeah.
more modern. The newer Paul Thomas Anderson. And don't listen to that guy who claims he's the newest Paul Thomas Anderson. That guy's a fake.
You're actually phony. Newer than him.
I'm newer.
You're newer than the new Thomas Anderson. I'm not Paul.
On a scale of 0...
PTR.
On a... PTA? On a...
Fuck off. No, don't you dare.
It's only because I've promised. This would have been like 3 cuts by now. We need to up our standards.
No.
Because these are a lot of cuts, mate.
There are no standards. No, but that... You obviously don't get my art. The lack of standards
is the standard.
It's the standards which makes them. It's like when you say, what's the set of nothing? Well, the set of everything.
Yeah, it's nothing. I get it. I respect that, Ian. I respect anything done out of radical commitment to artistic vision. I really do. Of course. I really do. But what I would quite like, actually, is to foster this odd couple dynamic. Because the thing is, you know what I was going to say, I know that I'm making the best podcast that has ever graced the goddamn fucking anywhere anything ever gets played. So in my head, standards have to be incredibly high. Vulgarity, that's a no. All that nonce business.
Yeah, that's a cut.
But yeah, standards are enormously high, so you need to keep them to that. And so a cut is my way of being like, no, uh-oh. It's literally a massive alarm in my head.
Alarm button.
It's a massive alarm in my head going off constantly. So the podcast isn't good enough.
It just gets slightly louder from the normal.
And that's what I know. That's my podcast sense.
I feel like we should get a big red button that just says cut on it.
Yes.
It instantly cuts.
No, you know what it should be?
Humongous button.
Literally huge. Like, so that entire space, right? And the only way to press it is for me to fling myself into it.
It's like hole in the wall.
Literally, exactly. But I'm just trying to hit the biggest target, you know what I mean? I'm trying to hit this huge button.
There's no challenge.
And you never see the brutal impact, because I'm always like, just about to bounce off it, but then it cuts. That's the cut button.
Yeah, of course.
And then I come back and I'm like bruised as fuck down this side because I've been slammed into the concrete. But I need the standards.
God, wouldn't that be an amazing television show? Hit the button. It's
the
really
enormous
easy
button
to do, but it's just made of concrete.
The thing is, it's not even a challenge. I would want it the way I'm doing it, where it's like some sort of psychological thing.
Yeah.
If somebody feels they need to hit the button.
Who are going to hit it hardest? There's no measurements at all. You just get to do it by eye test.
Literally, exactly. There's 2 horses to go. Felt like he ran quite hard there. Felt like he did quite a knock there.
We got professional button judges. Professional button bashers.
If you want to become a pro butt basher, then you're gonna learn the ropes, kid.
Okay. I'll let's go 3 generations before our pundits get any good.
Literally.
Though.
Well, this is...
Maybe get Gary Lineker or something like that. Like.
I love how that's the biggest problem with the butt pirate or whatever it's called. Fucking league. The booty pirate league. I say that's another. You've heard it here first, folks. Yet another. I think our first on the podcast, actually. Our first film pitch on the podcast.
Oh, very much so.
A kid in the year 2974 wants to become a professional butt basher.
Butt basher.
But the butt bashing academy won't cater to him because he's half elf. He's got 1 point a year. And everyone calls him just modern day racial epithets.
Yeah, very much so.
And Anthony
but for
Hopkins,
elves, everything applies.
Exactly. Star Wars style rolling text at the start that explains all that. Yeah, we just list all the modern vulgar racial words and then go, but in this universe they all apply to elves now.
Just elves.
Just elves. So exactly, you see people of all different ethnicities using them, so they can't be racist.
Yeah, of course.
We literally say that. We say there's an end credit screen as well. Well, before the main credits just goes, we can't be racist. They all said it. They all said it.
They all.
Twice. Comma, they all. Yeah, double underline. They all said it. They all said it. You know, just really emphasize it. Because I think that's the only way we can get Anthony Hopkins to play the elf.
I mean,
because he sells this whole thing to Netflix.
I mean,
he sells this whole package to Netflix. We can get him on board.
Hopkins is the only reason we've had any traction in the film business.
100%. And that's especially vital when you look at it as a slice of the overall pie, because our overall progress and our overall progress literally in any sort of avenue in the film business, even in script writing, is zero. And that's all down technically to Anthony Hopkins. Like, as much as it's down to anything, it's down to Anthony Hopkins because it's zero.
It is
so therefore
zero.
It kind of doesn't have any contributing factors, so therefore it has all of them. So it's technically, because he hasn't made a movie for us, it's technically Anthony Hopkins' fault as well.
Oh, very much
so. He's been vital to this whole process.
Well, exactly, I mean...
Big shout out to Anthony.
Yeah, he's
thanks, bro.
Revolutionising the film industry with us.
Revolutionising the film industry every day. Exactly, and without us.
Yeah.
We are Schrodinger's pretentious
Anthony
directors.
Hopkins.
He's Schrodinger's Anthony Hopkins to us. We have no idea what this man is. We keep on writing him letters. If any of our fans... write in with your best guess at where Anthony Hopkins lives.
I don't know.
The best guesser, not even the one who gets it right, just the best guess, gets my left pinky toe.
And this half-drunken bottle of beer opened.
You only get that if you guess right. The pinky toe is just for the best guess. The beer's an extra special one for if you guess right.
It's like extra points.
Because I figure, the best guess is already just getting a finger. Well, I mean a toe.
And if you can guess what Jimmy McClintock's dog name is, then good for you, I guess.
Such two left field.
The USP. Every part of this is a USP.
Is he snorting on the camera?
Snorting on the camera is
vulgar.
Not good. Like, we do want the audience to be unsettled.
I quite like a lot of these cuts, We could do one like where this, like if I was able to get more over to the left, it could just be like I'm the two-headed man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's wanting to be out here more.
My body needs to disappear, unfortunately.
Well,
maybe I can cut this out.
Oh, mate.
Maybe I can.
Mate, there we go.
I've
hey,
still not got edited.
Hey, I'm Billy, and this is my vestigial twin,
We should get
Johnson.
We should get a green screen.
Johnson wants to buy a green screen, but I'm always telling him, I make the money here, Johnson. You're a goddamn head.
I do look like a spare head. Do you know what I mean? I could see me on someone's shoulder.
I don't know if that's... You know what? No, you don't actually say it unequivocally. That's not true for me.
Really?
I don't think you look like a spare head.
I could see it.
It's maybe because I've never thought about it before. You looked alright in that role, but I felt like that was because the space was dead right.
The spacing was, I mean, as Alfred Hitchcock once famously said about our work, perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect.
I was about to say, that was something I really respected, is that he did it in the rap ad-lib style.
Yeah, I mean...
when I asked him, I was like, "Yo, Bopkins!" And he must have known I was hard right from that, you know what I mean? He knows where his bread is buttered, you bought by bean.
Bought by beans.
But...
Beans.
Beans! Beans!
Beans!
Oh,
God,
he was eating beans.
We're just stealing power now. I mean, what other power do you know? We could just recite jokes. We could just talk about jokes that we like. We could just steal power.
Do you remember that one about the guy on the plane?
There is quite a few about the guy on the plane.
Yes, this guy's on the plane.
Alright. Oh, no, not that one.
Yeah.
no.
The thing is, I've told it too many times.
Yeah,
The worst part is, I literally
No.
heard, a wee while ago, I heard some jokes, or I read some jokes online that were actually quite good, and I was like, I want to remember them, because I can never remember actual jokes.
I don't know any. I actually don't know any jokes. I know so many people that come out with like cracking power.
Well, that's the thing, I can be like funny in the moment, isn't say funny shit about what's happening, but like a joke is in like...
I mean, yeah, no, I mean,
two men
like
walking to a
cracking,
bar.
like...
Oh, right, actual
Like
preset
joke-
things.
yeah.
Fair. That's the thing, I don't often hear good jokes.
15% on the phone.
That's a panic. Sorry, folks, just panicked there for a second.
Is there a charger?
No charger actually exists for this phone.
To be fair, we could switch phones mid. Like that's like the biggest cut possible, and then it just adds so much more to the editing process.
Everything to make it more difficult.
Yeah.
Like I said, it's a negative philosophy which I make.
Not only do we make it difficult for the audience to listen, but we make it difficult for us to upload.
It's difficult for everybody.
Every part of this is awful.
On the inside of the dust jacket for my book, my little lovely Campbell and I.
Bob. That would make it very difficult to read.
No, of course not. Of course not. Campbellism is a negative philosophy, but it's one of peace. Peace and horror. Peace and horror in our time.
Okay, a knife.
No, it's just the quote. None of us are having a good time.
None of us are having.
Because none of us. Yeah, from the editing room to the fucking stars, baby. Hating it. I believe that life can be less. People often tell you your life can be more. I'm like, why not fire that train in the other way, Buster? How about bad things?
When you opted to develop a book in a razor shop, that really didn't pay off.
But yeah, the razor shop was a massive miscalculation on my part.
Filling the book for the razors really did not up sales.
Funny though.
Very. It's great when you give it to your cat. Oh yeah, that's a bit mean. No, not another.
The best of them.
I think it's time. It's now.
Happens to the worst of them.
Now,
happens to the media.
Right.
Who doesn't it happen to? Am I right? Fire away.
Right, now it's time for the old GarageCast improv story with the. Let me check how much percent is on my phone. 11% we have left. Absolutely cut each other off.
Hey, anyway, so now shut the fuck up and we're starting.
This guy.
Trying to do our.
It will be really funny when midway through our improv story, like the phone dies, we have to switch to the other phone and we lose the whole flow.
I think we need to get it going, right?
All right.
I'll let you get the ball rolling. Ian owns 17 improv clubs and has murdered 3 performers.
I mean, it
Take it
wasn't
away.
technically murder. I just, ended their lives. It wasn't that bad. Just stopped them from breathing. It wasn't.
Psycho.
Alright, for today's improv story, we're gonna go to the viewers. Write in with your favourite improv story.
We'll be here waiting for the post, as always. We're still to do one of these. It's been 3 weeks. You just really need to start chipping in.
Really dying for material.
We're hungry. We're dying. We're dying. Please. This is garage, mate. We need to wait in case the postman comes. You bastards.
Help!
Send the postman food as well now. They're all ideas.
Send help. Send
help. Improv story ideas.
Call 999.
Foods. What else do you want?
Water? I mean, there's no water.
Water.
We have a washing machine.
Like maybe like one of those pillows where it's like one color and you brush like the things one way, but then it's a different color and you brush it the other way.
A donkey? They're useful.
Yes.
They're very useful. You could turn the old spire for how we get electricity.
A donkey, a mule, a drugs mule.
Ooh.
A drugs mule that's actually a regular, like a real mule.
Yeah.
And drugs.
Drugs, yeah.
Send all them.
Oh, no, don't send the drugs.
Alright, we're gonna take a little break because Ian has incriminated us all. Once again. Okay, let's zippity doo down on the story.
It's like dying.
So,
No, we're not doing a 3 second.
I walk into a bank one day.
Alright.
I walk into a bank one day.
Yes, and
I flip the woman behind the counter a coin. She's like, what the hell's this?
It's a coin.
And I tell her, that coin was given to me by my great-great-grandfather. Can you read what's on it?
Stop. Get a charger. Where's the charger? Is there a charger?
No, there's no charger for this phone.
There's no charger.
There's no charger for this phone.
It's my phone.
No, I know it's your phone, but there's no charger for it.
Well, I didn't bring one.
No, not you specifically. Well, to be fair, yeah, you should have it, but like, there's none in existence. Like, no charger exists for this phone. Nothing fits in this phone. It's a joke phone. I tried to tell you.
It's a joke phone.
It's a joke phone. There's no fitting for the charger.
I've had it for 2 years.
That's good, right? Joke phones normally don't last more than a day. That's the joke.
That isn't the joke usually.
God, the batteries on these joke phones nowadays.
Wait. Okay, the actual The joke is about to die.
We could have.
We're not gonna.
But we could have started it and then transitioned.
3%, Campbell.
That's the thing. It would have been so funny because it would have been such an awkward place to cut.
All right.
It would
Okay.
only been
Okay.
just at the
Improv
start.
story. We'll do the natural cut called.
Like he was just saying, we'll do the natural cut now.
Natural cut.
Bang! Now pacing. There we are. We're
Okay,
exactly
okay.
where we were. Keep the
What's
momentum.
the idea?
Keep it flowing, buddy.
The idea for the improv story. Do you have one?
Well, I quite like walking to the bank. How about this?
Right.
I'm walking out of the bank after a long shift.
All right, walking out of the bank after a
Yeah.
long shift. Let the story commence. Oh, it's just stolen straight from the we need a.
Do. Oh, bloody hell! My feet are killing me because I'm wearing my dad's shoes.
2 for 1s, 2 for 1s. Get your 2 for 1s
Two
here.
for ones, what's my fine man?
2 for 1s, 2 for 1s. Hot dogs and shoes. Get them here. Get them here.
So, I see you keep the hot dogs in with the shoes. That's an interesting methodology.
Well, this act is unnatural. Heating method, you see. You walk around in the shoes, they warm them up. You get the hot dogs, they warm them up. Bish, bash, bosh, you got ice and shoes. 2 for 1.
Can I see those brogues with the onions and the shallots?
Well, they're the top of the range, you see here, laddie. Aye, so we've got the brogues here. Or you look like you're a trainer, man. See, you're a trainer, man.
Boom! Michael Scott, FBI.